Welcome back. Welcome back. You made Diamond K in here, of course. RadioFire.com, the DiamondKShow.com. I hope everybody had a good holiday and all that stuff. As we are counting down the days and I guess the weeks for the end of this Trump debacle, this Trump presidency coming to an end. Thankfully, we're in the final final weeks. Donald Trump has signed the COVID-19 relief bill, avoided this government shutdown that was looming. Government shutdown was coming. So tonight, the president signed the bill. He tweeted that good news was on the way regarding the relief package. And it comes after Trump has refused to sign the bill, demanding that Congress amend it to include a raise in the stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000. Now, of course, that wasn't going to happen at the point where they were in the negotiations. That doesn't mean that he can't come and they can't bring some other legislation to the floor to get more money to people. But anyway, 2 federal unemployment programs lapsed overnight Saturday. And as a result of Trump's refusal to sign the bill, that's what the result was of that. So this latest development ensures the avoidance of a government shutdown. And that is something that we were hoping to avoid. Definitely don't need a government shutdown in the midst of this. We don't need a government shutdown anytime. But a government shutdown in the midst of this pandemic would really be a major blow to the country. So as we sit here now, Trump signing this massive measure to fund the government, COVID relief, all of that. You never know everything that's in these bills. A lot of times the politicians don't know what's in the bill, everything. And that's part of the trick to this thing. They'll have a package, say COVID relief, and they tag on all this other stuff, trying to be slick. The thing that really confuses me, and I've heard a lot of Republicans talk about why they're against giving $2,000 to Americans, but yet they sign these bills where there's so much in foreign aid. Millions and millions and millions of dollars, tens of millions, hundreds of millions in foreign aid. But they cry and complain about giving the American people money during the pandemic. It's one of those things when you talk about the difference between Democrats and Republicans. They all do it. Right? They all do it. But the Republicans will, in your face, talk about they are physically responsible. Physically, the money. They claim that. But yet they don't want to give money to the citizens. But they definitely want to give money to special interests and where it benefits them. That's what they do. So Trump signs this $900 billion pandemic relief package today. This ends a lot of the drama. With regards to this, hopefully. Of course, let's be clear. $600 is not enough money for anything, but it is a start, and we need more. So Trump intends to sign this bill, intends to send this bill to Congress to eliminate his own government funding bill that he just signed. There's a lot. There's a lot. This ever-evolving thing. So the president has signed the bill, but he's pledged to send another government spending bill to Congress that will reverse the things that were put in the spending bill that he has just signed. All right, so I'm trying to. This stuff is breaking as we're talking. So Trump said in a lengthy statement after signing the stimulus and omnibus spending bill that the Senate would allow a vote to increase the COVID-19 relief checks from 600 to his desired 2,000. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Republican of Kentucky, celebrated Trump's signature on the bill, but he's ignoring the possibility that there would be a vote on additional checks, leaving many to assume that the deal will die before the vote takes place. So the bill will begin funding the government by the close of business on Monday. So the House and the Senate would have 24 hours to vote on Trump's demand. It is not likely. So this is an ever-evolving thing. And if you thought that this was just going to be Trump signs the bill and everything is fine, that is not it. So this massive bill includes $1.4 trillion to fund government agencies through September, and contains other end of session priorities like money for cash-starved transit systems and increases in the food stamp benefits. So Trump announced this signing tonight that spoke of his frustrations. He's claiming that he wants the COVID relief to include $2,000, not the $600. But he says that he's frustrated with this $600, and whether he's telling the truth or not, it is something to be frustrated over. I don't think that this whole thing should be blown up over that. But I'm sure that when we find out the other things that are in this bill, it is going to be frustrating. But the American people really need relief at this point, and $600 is going to be something of a relief. I mean, if you have nothing, $600 is going to be somewhat helpful. So the Republicans, of course, are generally going to reject $2,000. The president complained about what he considered unnecessary spending by the government at large. I have to agree with him on that. Trump's 11th hour objection to this created a lot of turmoil, mainly because he sent Steve Mnuchin to negotiate on his behalf, and these were the things that Trump wanted initially. So whether he feels differently because he lost the election, he's trying to use that as leverage and having people think that he wants them to have the $2,000. I don't know. Time is going to tell that one. So this created a lot of turmoil, and things have been in limbo. Of course, the government shutting down, like I said, would be a massive, massive folly. So lawmakers thought he supported the bill, mainly because his guy was one of the people negotiating. I think that's fair to say, right? Fair to think that. So the president insisted that he will send Congress a red line version with items to be removed under this. I mean, these are merely suggestions to Congress, okay? But the bill as signed would not necessarily be changed. So lawmakers do have some breathing room to continue debating whether the relief checks should be as large as the president has demanded. I think that they should be. When you look at what other countries are doing, they should be. But the Republicans, and I want people to remember this, the Republicans are the ones who are trying to prevent this from happening. The Democratic-led House supports the larger checks, of course. They have been pushing for this. And it is set to vote on this issue on Monday. But it is expected to be ignored by the Republicans. Now, I want Republicans to understand that the people are going to remember this. People are going to remember this. So Republicans and Democrats do agree that they are happy that Trump has signed this bill. And let's understand this. The compromise bill is not perfect. None of their bills are ever perfect. But it will do an enormous amount of good for struggling Americans across the country. So Democrats are promising to add more aid once Joe Biden, president-elect, takes office. But Republicans are signaling this wait-and-see approach. But in the face of this economic hardship, this growing hardship, the spreading of the disease, looming shutdown, lawmakers today had urged the president to sign this legislation. We were getting ready to have, you talk about dark times. Things were going to get really dark if the government shut down tomorrow. So we have avoided that for now. But really, it is clearer than ever that this president has got to go. He has got to go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. Of course, we've been on holiday break. And on Christmas, this situation in Nashville, a bomber, Anthony Quinn Warner, and we're going to talk about that story. I just, my heart goes out to just people affected by that that cowardly act that took place on Christmas of all times. But it is very, very disturbing. So we'll talk more about that in the next episode of the program. But of course, if you miss any episodes of the Diamond K Show, 7 p.m., 7 a.m., radioonfire.com. Anywhere you get your podcasts, just search the Diamond K Show. I am giving you my opinion on the news of the day. And like I said, we've been on holiday break, but we are back full steam. 2021 is going to be a great year. 2020 was a tough one. We are going to be talking about some of the people that we lost. You always have to do that at the end of the year. So we will be doing that, as well as some of the top music to come out for the year. We're going to be doing that before the end of the year, before the end of the week, and all of that. So definitely happy holidays, everyone, and please stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.